Before jumping to conclusions, let's try something. I want you to test her hearing without her suspecting anything. Here's what you'll do. Stand 40 feet away from her and ask her a question in your normal tone. If she doesn't respond, move closer to 30 feet and ask again. Keep reducing the distance until she answers. This way, we can gauge her hearing without alarming her. Mike agreed, feeling relieved that he had a plan. That evening, as Wanjiru was in the kitchen preparing dinner, Mike decided to put Dr. Omondi's theory to the test. He stood 40 feet away, near the living room, and called out, "Honey, what are we eating for dinner?" Silence. Mike moved closer, now 30 feet away, and asked again, "Honey, what are we eating for dinner?" Still, no response. He took a few more steps, now 20 feet away, and repeated, "Honey, what are we eating for dinner?" Nothing. Mike's heart sank. He moved even closer, now just 10 feet away, and asked once more, "Honey, what are we eating for dinner?" Still, Wanjiru didn't respond. Feeling a mix of frustration and concern, Mike walked right up to his wife and stood directly in front of her. He looked into her eyes and asked, "Honey, what are we eating for dinner?" Wanjiru turned to him, her face calm but her eyes sharp with irritation. She placed her hands on her hips and said, "For the 5th time, Mike, I said we are eating ugali with chicken." Mike froze. His eyes widened as the realization hit him like a thunderclap. It wasn't Wanjiru who had a hearing problem, it was him. He had been the one who couldn't hear her responses all along. Wanjiru's expression softened as she saw the shock on her husband's face. She reached out and gently touched his arm. "Mike, are you okay?" Mike took a deep breath, feeling a mix of embarrassment and relief. "Wanjiru, I thought you were the one who couldn't hear. I've been so worried. But it's me. I'm the one who needs help." Wanjiru smiled, her eyes filled with understanding. "Well, now we know. And we'll handle it together, just like we always do." The next day, Mike visited Dr. Omondi, who confirmed that Mike had indeed been experiencing hearing loss. With the doctor's guidance, Mike got a hearing aid, and his world became clearer once again. But more importantly, Mike learned a valuable lesson that day. Sometimes, the problems we think belong to others are actually our own. And sometimes, the greatest act of love is not just worrying about someone else's well-being, but also being willing to look inward and address our own shortcomings.